What's up today? So let's do a complete multi-time frame analysis of British pound, US dollar, and USD CAD. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity currently we have in both of these instruments. As you can see on the intraday time frame, we see a significant trading opportunity on GBPUSD and USD CAD. Now, before we discuss how we can trade, let's look at the bigger picture and then we'll jump onto this time frame to see how we can trade GBPUSD and USD CAD. Starting with British pound US dollar, first of all, we'll look at the higher time frame. Why? Because higher time frames such as monthly, weekly will give you a clear direction in the market, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. Now, British pound US dollar on the monthly perspective, we have seen that there is a bounce from this very, very important level of support. Now, if you look at closely, this long week candle was created during the pandemic time and the price came to the same level of support. You can see that couple of pips penetrated to the downside, grabbed the liquidity and have a strong bounce to the upside. So with that in mind, because it's a very important level of support, with that bounce, what I think that British pound US dollar might break this monthly high, the previous monthly high, before creating any move to the downside. So with that in mind, in this time frame, we have a potential to go up. Now, looking at the weekly time frame, there is a pattern here as well to look at. Is the first of all, there is a gap opening. Most of the reversal, if you look at the past, you will see the same way happens: gap opening with a gap again and then reversal. So the same thing we see is here: gap opening and then gap opening. So that's a sign of reversal, meaning that we could potentially see a bigger move on British pound US dollar. Now, if you look at daily time frame, this is where we see a clear picture of reversal, strong move to the downside with this doji, the price rejected from this monthly support, and then we have seen a strong breakout followed by this gap opening with a middleman, long wick at the top, long wick at the top bottom, and disconnected from this reversal pattern. Now today, as soon as market open, we see very strong bullish move. You see that there is no wick at the bottom of this daily candle. That's a sign of strong bullish move, and the price currently residing above this 20 period moving average. That means that slowly we can see a momentum to the upside. If you look at intraday time frame, for a potential longing opportunity on British pound US dollar, what we see, this is what exactly I mentioned in my yesterday's analysis. This is just an update of that analysis. I will link this below this video so that you can review for your educational purpose. This is what exactly I mentioned when this candle was forming, that this previous resistance here on the retest, we could see potential rise. Now the price did exactly as it is, smash the like button now. So at this point, what we can look at for potential trading opportunity, if you look closely on this 4 hour candle, there are something that we need to pay attention. As a trader, you can see there is every session the price was creating a series of higher low. That means that every time the price was approaching this level of support, the buyers are buying. There is a huge pressure coming, meaning that higher low has been created. Now, the last session of the trading week, this is a bullish engulfer that has broken all this structure to the upside, meaning that on the close of this candle, with a retest of this previous support here, if we draw a level of support, one is here, the other one is here on the neckline of this reversal pattern, we could potentially find a bullish opportunity on GBPUSD, and that is what we are doing currently, waiting for a potential bullish setup upon closing of this candle. If we see significant retracement to the downside on the retest of this neckline of this previous resistance as a support, we'll consider going long on GBPUSD with our students with a high probability trade setup. Now let's look at USD CAD. Now as usual, we'll be looking again quickly with the higher time frame. Now monthly, if we look at USD CAD, we see that there was a shooting star which has created this high of the monthly. If we draw a level on that zone, we see this month the price tried to approach that resistance, failed to create a new higher high, instead created a lower high and immediately rejected to the downside. So with that rejection, now as you can see, there is no significant level of support on the monthly perspective, means that this current month, in the couple of weeks, we could potentially see a drop on USD CAD, and I think that this is the nearest monthly level of support, as couple of monthly opening and closing, and we could potentially see that USD CAD is coming back to this level. That means that on the lower time frame, we could potentially see a drop on USD CAD. Weekly perspective, the previous week we have seen a gap opening, gap up with no wick at the top. So that's a strong bearish price action. With that kind of price action, what we can expect, USD CAD to come back to this level of support, probably will create some bullish price action, and then we can consider going long. But for now, we still have a probability for dropping on USD CAD. Now, daily time frame, this is the same thing. As you can see on the daily, first of all, there was a double top here, and then has broken down strongly. Now, with that double top, we see that USD CAD basically has created a head and shoulder. This is the head with this red left shoulder, with this gap opening right shoulder, and now we see some rejection. Now, with that in mind, we can expect now USD CAD to come back to this level of support, and until we see this bullish pattern here, we will be considering shorting USD CAD. Now, on the intraday perspective, we see that there is a price action. Currently this current candle is going to close after 41 minutes from the time of this recording. We see there is something this like the British pound US dollar to look at, is that this current one, we see the price has crossed the previous couple of sessions high. So there is a important clue to look at when you see the candle like that, in the direction of the trend, because the trend is down, and we see this current candle has grabbed liquidity, quite a few candles high, means there is a liquidity volume in it. And upon, if this candle closes as a bearish engulfer, then we could potentially see a retest of this neckline. One is here, the other one is here, of this reversal pattern here. On the retest, we can potentially consider going short on USD CAD to take this move down with our students with a high probability trade setup. And if you find value in this analysis, then smash the like button, and also don't forget to drop a comment below to help this idea. Thank you for watching. See you soon in my next analysis.